So we're back and we are going to be working on the next step of this project. So we're making Oddish. I have part one of the video done. I actually decided to embroider a little mouth on there. This is my first attempt ever doing that, so it's not too bad, but I'm not really happy with it, but practice makes perfect. So on to the feet and the leaves. We're gonna do the leaves. I just picked up a green that I had laying around. It's an older yarn, so it's a little bit loose. Make a slip knot. We're gonna use the same G hook we've been using the whole time, and we're going to chain a total of 11. So we're gonna wrap the yarn and pull it through. That's our first chain. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So you're going to work both sides of the chain exactly the same. It's going to be 3 double crochets, 3 half crochets, 2 single, and 2 slip stitch. So that's a total of 10 on each side. So because we have chained 11, we're going to work in the second from the hook. And what we're going to do is we are going to do a double crochet. So we're going to wrap the hook. So we have 2 loops. We're going to then put it in the second stitch from the hook. Pull through. We're going to have a total of 3 loops on the hook. We're going to wrap, pull through 2 of those. So we have 2 still remaining. Wrap and pull. So that's 1 double crochet. So we need to make 3 of those. Two, 3. So we got our 3 double crochets. So now we got to work 3 half double crochets. So we're going to wrap, put our loop through, our hook through our loop. We have 3 on our hook, and we're just going to pull through all of those. So that's 1, wrap, 2, wrap through, pull through all 3. Now we have 3. So we got our 3 double and 3 half. So now we need to work 2 single crochets. So just put it 1 loop through and pull. Put it through, wrap, pull, and pull through both. So in the last 2 remaining stitch, it says to do 2 slip stitch. So we're going to put our hook through, grab the yarn, but this time we're going to bring it through that loop. And we're going to do the next one, pull it through, and pull it through that. So you'll kind of see that it gives that staircasing effect. So its top is a little wider, and the smaller piece and skinnier piece is down at the bottom. So now we're going to turn the work, so we're going to work on this side of the chain that we originally chained. So we need to do it in reverse. So we're going to take that first one, and we're going to slip stitch, and I like to just take this tail and move it across and crochet over, and slip stitch. So we've got 2 slip stitches. Now we need to make through 2 single crochets. We've got 1 single and 2 single crochets. So we've got 2 single crochets. Now we need to work 3 half double crochets. So we're going to wrap the yarn around. We're going to put it through and pull it through all 3 loops. So that's 1. Oops, hold on, I messed up. Wrap and 2. And 3. So now all we have left is our double crochets. So we wrap it, pull it through 2 of the loops, pull it, wrap it, and then pull it through. That's 1, 2, and let's finish our last one. Like I said, since this is an older yarn, it's kind of a loose. And 3. So we now have our leaf. We need to make a total of 5 of those. So I am going to now cut my yarn, and we need to finish this one off. And I'm going to take that tail that I've been following along with and kind of trim that one down. Not the tail we just ended with, but the original tail from the beginning. So here's the back, and here's the front. It kind of curls a little bit, but that's okay because then we can kind of do the curly leaf. So what I usually do, because I still got this little lump there, I just kind of, bear with me here if you would, get my needle. And I'm going to thread it. And I'm going to actually pull it through this, so it kind of just gives it that finished off look. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it over on the back and just run through those original stitches, so that way I can get the tail, so I can use it to combine all of the leaves together and have that down at the bottom instead of up at the top. Okay, so now I have my tail down at the bottom, so I can work with it and attach it. So here is our one leaf. So go ahead and make a total of 5 of these, and we'll see you right back. Okay, I'm back. So I've got all 5 of my leaves. I haven't done my tails or brought them down to the bottom yet, but what I usually will do with Oddish is kind of figure out how I want to place all his leaves together in a way where it strategically looks kind of like leaves coming off of a bulb. Once I've got it how I want it, what I do is I usually join them all together, so that way when I assemble it, it will make it easier to attach. So here's the one I did originally with the felt mouth, and you'll see all 5 leaves. So I just kind of joined him on. So I'm not going to do the assembly part in the video, just kind of the walkthrough of each individual part. I know there are some better videos out there you may want to check out for assembling the pieces. I'm still learning on the assembly piece. Mine don't always look the greatest. So here's all my leaves. I'm going to set them aside. And let's go back to blue, because we need to make his feet. So for the feet, we need to make 2 of these. So we're going to make a magic ring. Remember how I said I do mine. Oops. Fell off my hook, but still got my loop. So then I just kind of move my tail kind of out of the way here. And we need to single crochet 6 around this magic ring. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to pull the tail to bring it together, and now we've got a round. So round 2 through 4, we're just going to single crochet around a total of 6 times. So 1, 2, and I'm going to actually put my stitch marker in on my first stitch just to make it easier for me. Three, 4, 5, and 6. So that is round 2. And I know at the beginning I had said back looping is a possibility, but honestly, in this pattern I didn't see back loop on any of them. But I know she uses them in some of our other patterns. So let's get to round 3. Two, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that's the third round. We need to do one more to make 4. He's gonna have short stubby feet. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, when you cut it off, you're going to want to leave a tail so that way you can use it to sew it on. And we're going to finish off. So that is our first little foot. What I do with this original magic ring tail is I just kind of use it as part of my stuffing so I don't have to really use polyfill that much. Because his legs are so little, you can pretty much use your tail. And, I mean, if you wanted to be a little bit firmer, you could use a little bit of polyfill in there. And you'll use this tail to sew it onto the body. So let's go ahead and make another, since this one was pretty easy. Oops, let me start over here. I didn't have a good grip on it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And pull. Now we're going to go ahead and do 3 rounds of a single crochet all the way around, total of 6 in each round. 1. When working with magic ring, you may notice the ring may open back up. You can just use the tail and pull it tighter to close it back up. That's 1, 2, 3, That's my second round. One and two and three, four, five, six. So that's our third round. That's one. Two. Three. Four. Five. And six. Get my tail. I sometimes have longer tails. It's okay, I'd rather have a longer tail than not enough of a tail for the sew on. And finish off. Take my original magic ring tail and kind of shove it in the foot. And we've now completed all pieces. So then you'd really just kind of find where you want to put his feet. Pinning them down can be an option. So that way you have your spots before you do the join. And then you just kind of attach your leaves on top and you will have Oddish. So again, here's my original finished copy. You can either embroider the faces or use felt, whichever is easier for you, or use safety eyes for the eyes. But this was Nicole's Nerdy Knots pattern. Again, it is www.nicolesnerdyknots.com or ravelry.com/designers/Nicoles-nerdy-knots. Also check out our Facebook page. It's www.facebook.com/Nicoles-nerdy-knots. She has a lot of free patterns on Ravelry and on the Facebook. Also, if you're into crochet, check out #CrochetGo on Facebook. There is a group and you're welcome to join in on all the crochet Pokemon fun. Until next time, have a great day.